Hey, it's Squidly. Today I'm looking at 7 pieces of new gear for the new year. I was tagged by Todd and Elise at In Our Element to do this video about new gear, and it's actually perfect timing because I do have some new gear that I wanted to do a video on and kind of show some of the new things that I'm trying out for the new year. Todd and Elise at In Our Element had a subscriber giveaway, and I won the big prize. I never win anything, but recently I've been winning everything that I'm in. The big prize was a $50 gift certificate to Hilltop Packs. From Hilltop Packs, I already had a food bag with my old logo on it, but I wanted one with my new logo. And so I used that $50 gift certificate to get me a new food bag from Hilltop Packs. So thanks to Todd and Elise, and thanks to Ben at Hilltop Packs, this is a fantastic job of putting my logo on this bag. Really pumped about it. I'll also add that when it came in, I told my son, Handyman, and did he say great looking bag or congrats on winning, Dad? No, none of that. The first thing out of his mouth was, you know that old one is mine, right? All right, item number 2 is a battery bank. I had a 2500 milliamp hour battery bank, and it's got my sticker on there so you know it's quality. But as I'm increasing all the electronics that I use, I decided I really needed, for longer trips, a little bit more juice to recharge. With an increase in pieces of gear that have to be recharged, I have now gone to the Anker 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank. The third item is the Catidin B free filter with the 3-liter bag. I was having some trouble with the Sawyer filters, and I don't know if it was user error or I just had filters that weren't doing right, or if that's just the way they are and nobody says much about it. But I was having trouble with them getting clogged and then not really being able to unclog them no matter how much water I push through them. So I switched to the B-Free, and right now I'm not looking back because the flow on this is great, and to unclog it, all you have to do is take the filter, swish it around in some water, and you're ready to go again. Item number 4 is the Helinox Chair Zero. If you've been watching my channel, you know for the past couple of years, I've been using an inexpensive Amazon chair. And really, I was doing that to see if I really would use the chair or if it's just something that I would take but not really use before I dropped that much money on a chair. So after a couple of years of experimenting with it, I decided I do want to use the chair, and so I bought the Helinox because it's half the weight of the Amazon one. Item number 5 is the Nicor NU25 headlamp. Really like this guy. It's rechargeable, to go back to that battery. I like the fact that it's rechargeable, so I'm not having to carry extra batteries. It has the white light and the red light, and the white light is bright enough that you can do anything at night. You can get around just fine without any additional illumination. In addition, the red light keeps you from either blinding yourself or blinding your friends that you're out there camping with. Item number 6 is a set of frog togs. Now, that sounds kind of dumb. I already had frog togs, but what I had was the old style one. This is kind of almost a papery material. I don't even know what it is, but they are absolutely water resistant. The problem is they don't pack down very small. These are kind of bulky. And so what I've done is switch to the newer style frog togs. And honestly, you can't beat a suit of frog togs. They are lightweight. They are super inexpensive. They don't wet out. I had this on a trip just this past weekend, and we were walking through a cloud and the wind was blowing hard from the side, and this kept me in my upper body absolutely dry. One downside to them is that they are kind of fragile, and so it doesn't take much, and you'll kind of puncture a hole in them or a little bit of abrasion and you've got a tear in them, but they're so inexpensive to replace that it's still worth it to me. And you can see, even after wearing it one time, I've got I don't know if you can see that or not, I've got a little hole that's beginning to get punctured there after one use. But for $30, you get what you pay for, right? Item number 7 is the Z-Packs Plexamid tent. Now, full disclosure, I've already had this tent out on 2 trips. In the first trip, I got rained on. Not a drop of water came in, and there was no condensation on the inside. Trip 2, I was in some horrific wind that seemed like it was coming from and to all directions at once. So I've got the headlamp on, and I'm looking up at the ceiling of the tent. What you hear on the outside is the wind. It was awful. Through the course of the night, we heard limbs crack and a thud coming down, and I was convinced at some point in the night I was going to have something crash down on me. But through all of that wind, the tent didn't budge. It did just fine in all that wind. So after 2 trips with that tent, I've already experienced some pretty rough weather, and it's holding in like a champ. Really love that tent. That's 7 new gear items I'll be rocking for 2022. In the comments, tell me what you're using that's new, and tell me what you think about the new stuff that I'll be using. And on the way out, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.